So we're on our way to this home game. Stop by the ATM. Look what it gives me. It gives me hard luck 50s. So I guess we're about to find out if this will be a good luck or bad luck type scenario, because $50 bills not supposed to be something you use to play in a poker game. It's supposed to be real bad luck. So we're on our way. Welcome to vlog number 8. What's up, guys? We're gonna go over some hands from vlog number 8. As you can see, we have upgraded our lighting in here a little bit, so you can actually see me, and hopefully we'll have a little bit better video quality. So here it goes. So hand number 1, we are very early in the session here. We look down at ace jack offsuit under the gun. I go ahead and open to 20 after the button straddles. We get 3 callers. So looking at a pot of about $84, headed to the flop. Flop is a swing and a miss for us. Flop is a 4-7 queen. I go ahead and c-bet $30. All 3 of the initial callers come along. So we're now dealing with a very bloated pot. The turn is a 2 of spades. The action checks through. So not really sure what is going on with that or how we should really take that, going so many ways to the river. But anyway, the river is the jack of clubs, so we go ahead and hit a pretty decent river for us, it would seem. I go ahead and check again, planning on calling a bet, but I don't have to. Action checks through, we show it down. One player besides us turns their hand over. He had ace-5 of hearts, so we end up taking it down with pair jacks.
This hand, we look down at ace-9 of hearts from middle position. I go ahead and open it up to $20 over 2 limpers in a straddle pot, and we end up with 2 callers. Not necessarily what we're looking for with ace-9 suited, but if we can find some hearts here, we'll be pretty happy. So we end up getting 2 calls, and the flop comes down 6-5-4, all spades. So pretty much a terrible flop for us. Everybody checks. Turn is the queen of hearts. The big blind goes ahead and bets 30. Since I have nothing here, I just go ahead and make the fold. The hand ends up going to showdown. One player shows queen jack, and the other player shows ace of spades, 6 of hearts. So very happy with our fold.
Hand number 3, I look down at ace-5 of spades from the button, so great hand to have in that position. Middle position player opens to $20, and I go ahead and make the call. Flop comes queen 10-3 with 1 spade, so not a bad flop for us, but also not too great. A lot of good backdoor possibilities. We both check the flop. Turn is the ace of clubs, so it looks like a decent but not amazing card, as we're going to be up against a lot of big aces. We both check on the turn. The river is the jack of hearts. He bets 25, and I think I have a pretty straightforward call here. Don't think there's really a lot of options. A fold looks way too weak. He could be betting a lot of other pairs, a lot of pocket pairs maybe? I'm not sure. I just don't think there's any way I can call after he checks the turn. So we go ahead and make the call, and he shows us the bad news. He has ace-queen offsuit, so we lose that one. Hand number 4 is pretty weird. We're getting pretty frustrated at this point. Things have not been going our way for quite a while. We've watched a player that we were really hoping to win some money from dust off a decent amount. None of it came to us after we had lost a couple pots to him. So anyway, he has shoved a couple times, and anyway, we look down at jack 10 offsuit from the button. Middle position opens to 20. The cutoff calls, and so do I. Then the big blind shoves for 104. It folds to me. I think about it for a while and put in what can only be deemed a annoyance call or a just desperation call? I'm not sure. I definitely thought that we were drawing very live here. I think he's going to show up with a lot of small pocket pairs. So I think we're going to be flipping a lot of the time. I think we're going to never be dominated because I don't think he plays queens or kings or aces or jacks or tens this way. So, I mean, maybe, I guess, I feel like our worst case scenario hand here, he could be doing this with ace jack. He shows 5-4 of spades. Flop is safe for us. Turn is a jack, and we go ahead and lock it up.
What's up, guys? We are a couple hours into our session out here at this home game. Start off with 300. I think our peak was about 140, and now we're sitting at around 350, something like that. Super action-packed. I'm not feeling that comfortable in this game, honestly. I've got 350 in front of me, and it seems like, I don't know, the game's playing super deep. The table average is about 600 or 800. There's a couple people with very big stacks. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're gonna stick out a little bit longer and try to run it up. Yeah, it's just been pretty card dead. It's a big game. I guess I'm not quite rolled to play in this big of a game, but yeah, we're gonna see what we can do. Keep after it.
Coming back from our little break, we pretty quickly looked down at 2 black aces from the cutoff. The button and straddled in this hand. Small blind open to 20. I go ahead and 3-bet to 55, and the small blind calls. Flop is not our favorite flop ever. Flop is 10-9-7 with 2 hearts. He checks, and I think I have to c-bet, and I should probably use a pretty large sizing here. So I go with 65, which I think I could have maybe sized up a little bit, but anyway, he makes the call. The turn is the 5 of diamonds. Our opponent checks. I put in a bet of 100. He thinks about it not for very long and makes the call. The river comes the jack of hearts. Not a card that we're excited about a lot. It's actually a card that we're pretty depressed about. Might be close to the worst card in the deck for us. I guess maybe the 8 of hearts would be worse. But anyway, he checks, and I think we have a super straightforward check back here. So that's what we go ahead and do. He mucks his hand and says that he had a smaller pocket pair, so we end up taking that one down. Probably our biggest pot of the evening, if I'm not mistaken. Hand number 6, we look down at ace-king offsuit under the gun +1. I go ahead and open to 15, since this is not a straddled pot, and only the big blind calls. We whiff the flop again. Flop comes queen 5 deuce. He checks, and we go ahead and bet $20. He calls. Turn is the 4 of spades. He checks, and so do I. The river is the jack of hearts. He checks, and I go ahead and check one more time. Don't think there's any reason to be betting here. And he shows us the good old 8-3 of clubs, so we go ahead and take that one down.
Well, guys, we finally did it. Had a winning session playing in a home game. It's been quite a freaking while, so we'll take it. In for 300, out for 770. Had a couple pretty interesting hands, so that'll be good. And yeah, feels freaking great. God, the feeling you get when you win playing poker versus the feeling you get when you lose is just like so insane. Like when you lose, you just like hate yourself at a molecular level. And then when you win, you just like, I don't know. It used to be better than it is now. I play a lot now, or I've played a lot now. So it's not quite the like insane high, but man, it does feel good. Like that's a pretty good hourly. Whew. Well, had a winning poker session. Time to do some grilling, eat good. After we played good.